What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. For the casting of Frank Stone again.
Why don't you tell me how you know so much about Murder Mill?
I'm a big fan. Your first credit.
Cut the shit, man.
Okay. You want to know the truth? When I first heard about it, I didn't believe it was real. But the more I looked into it, the more breadcrumbs I found. And the further I followed the trail, the more fascinated I became. Not just in the film, in the legend. Whether you meant to or not, you created a monster with this movie. Even if it isn't really cursed, the fact that everyone believes it is makes it real.
Believing in something doesn't make it real.
Well, that's why I had to find out for myself. Took me a couple years, but when the opportunity came for me to actually acquire a genuine piece of it, I jumped at the chance.
And just how did you acquire it, exactly?
Hey, just catching up. So, what have you guys found?
Not much. But the night's young.
Not as young as you think. Let's keep looking around.
Azzy, welcome. Alright, we'll place her now.
I love your outfit, by the way.
Well, thanks. It's
Can't
Italian.
deny this place
Well,
would
the
make
shoes
an
are Italian.
incredible film
And a belt.
location.
I got a cheat from a guy. He's got a guy who's got a pants guy. So I got these pants from his guy's guy, had them tailored just right by the other guy I know, who also got me the blazer, which is like a limited VIP club.
Now that was a curious sound.
But
you want to know a secret?
Sure.
Found the turtleneck in a secondhand shop.
Scandalous.
Alright,
Right?
I don't want to check that quite yet.
Don't tell anyone.
Oh, you can be sure of that.
Oh. If we hear a tree, be fancy about the tree though. Oh, there's an upstairs area. Up there, that goes. Oh my god, it goes way up. Alright, we're gonna go into the secret room, I guess. Holy monitoring station. Do I want to go in there first? Yeah, let's just do it. Get the computer, what's over here? Blueprint?
Well, hello.
It's like every room in the house.
Yeah, I'd say this goes a little beyond your typical security.
What do you mean?
I get the sense our host just has a lot of valuable property and likes to be keenly aware of everyone's comings and goings.
Hey, watch it. I need to check that. I mean, just a sec. Not seeing anybody on there. There's one with no signal. Reliquary. Very suspicious. Nothing away from here. Over here. Guess we're going upstairs.
Ah, yes. Let's check out the other floors. Good thinking.
Wait, hold on a second.
What?
Before all this goes any further, I need to know how both of you got your pieces of the film.
Well, it's no secret, really. After my mom died a few months ago, I found it when I was going through her stuff.
Maddie, what was your mom's name?
Both, or...
Was it Bonnie Rivera?
Yeah, it... How did you know that?
She worked on the
You look just like her.
Did you know my mom?
A long time ago. A whole other lifetime. Her younger brother, Jaime, was one of my closest friends.
Uncle Jaime. I never met him.
I hadn't heard that Bonnie had passed.
Yeah, it was pretty sudden.
Wow. Maddie, it's quite sad. Very touching.
And what about you, Stan? Where'd you get your piece of the film?
Well, now, that is a very good question. And an expensive one, too. But you know what? Since I am such a big fan of your work, I'll give you a little taste, free of charge. I can't tell you who I got it from or why they had it. I will tell you that I acquired it from them completely by the book in a very honorable game of chance.
You won it?
Fair and square.
Who the fuck would be gambling with it? They have no right.
Well, it seems like you're more attached to this little project than what you've been letting on.
You don't just gamble away something like that.
Way to give me a bunch of information there, dude. I want to know who gave it to you. You win it from a cool window, I guess. I like the stained glass window like that. Kind of. Not for a home, but some other place.
Cool statue.
Hey.
Missing a piece, though. Wow. Powerful resemblance in Augustine's family. That or Augustine loves cosplay.
I guess we'll look at
Whoa.
this.
Quite a piece. Look at the metalwork.
It's beautiful.
Another boat?
Sensationalist trash. Sam Green took down Frank Stone. I could write a better book than this.
Alright, let's read that real quick. Face of Evil, the true story of Frank Stone, told by the man who stopped him, Sheriff Lloyd Cusick. Lloyd Cusick doesn't like the title, he wrote. In fall '63, Cusick was the local sheriff of Cedar Hills, a sleepy Oregon steel town. Just a regular blue-collar Joe doing his darndest to make life a little safer for the folks who put their trust in him. But Cedar Hills was hiding a silent menace, a merciless monster preying on the unsuspecting citizens Cusick had sworn to protect. When the bodies started piling up, the only thing left was for an everyday hero to step up. This is the true account of how Cedar Hills' first and only serial killer was brought to justice, told firsthand by the man who dared look evil in the eye and pull the trigger. Bum, bum, bum. Oh my gosh, do I get to read the whole thing? Do I want to read the whole thing? That fateful night, I had sent one of my deputies over to check in on things. Not my first choice. The Flatfoot was from out of state and a little green for my liking. All he had to do was hold the line and report back on anything suspicious. But when Tommy called, I knew this was it. Standing before the furnace, I thought I'd stepped into the fiery depths of hell itself. And there was Stone, standing on that platform like a twisted gargoyle, a tiny bundle of innocence held in his death grip. I am not afraid to admit I was scared. I had only a moment to act before all was lost, so I drew my gun, took a deep breath, and made a silent prayer that my aim would strike true. Stone's corpse wasn't even cold before a whole bunch of out-of-towners descended on Cedar Hills, trying to grab their piece of the action. Lawyers, reporters, rubbernecks, you name it. More than a few weren't satisfied with what they found. They wanted to make a conspiracy out of it, said he must have had an accomplice to do what he did. Me? I don't buy it. Never have. That's because I know firsthand that he acted alone. Saw it with my own eyes. So to all those who claim otherwise, I say this. One monster was enough for Cedar Hills. Alright, that's as many pages as it'll let me go. He did have help. The woman in this place.
Yeah?
The woman that wants the
And
tape.
what would you do if it was you here instead of me?
What's this?
No way. You'd be climbing the walls looking for a way
Oh.
out.
Looks like it opens with a key.
Stamp? Psh, not in a million
Who is
years.
she, though?
No way.
Still only one piece. Do I want to talk to her? Can't talk to him.
You sure would get a kick out of this place. And then you'd probably kick me out of this place and keep it all to yourself.
Who are you talking to?
No, I wasn't.
I could hear you.
I was talking to my mom,
Yep, you're nuts.
to Bonnie.
You're
I've
nuts.
just felt so, like, empty since she died. Like I'm sleepwalking through a nightmare and I just can't seem to wake up.
It never gets easier when you lose someone. But it does become less suffocating.
I hope so, because sometimes I just feel like I'm going crazy. Like, she really is out there, guiding me, trying to tell me something. That's why I came here. It felt like that's what she wanted me to do. I know you said it had been a really long time, but can you tell me anything about her from when you knew her?
Gosh. Well, she was the most intimidating girl I've ever met. Even after I got to know her. She did everything she wanted to do, and nobody could stop her.
And that sounds like Mom. Any good stories?
Let's hear it.
Yeah, there is something I've been thinking about. I've never told anyone else. It was a long time ago. We were just kids making a movie. Jaime, Chris, and me. Everything's still so fuzzy about what happened, but there's one thing that always just stuck in my mind. Clear as a bell. That night, we were on our way home from picking up a new camera. We were driving past the Rivera's house. The garage door was wide open, full of light. And the craziest fucking sound you ever heard was just tearing out of there in every direction. And right in the middle of it all was Bonnie. I don't think I've ever seen anyone so completely in tune with themselves. The only thing that mattered was that moment. Nothing else. That was your mom.
Thank you.
Alright.
Hey, guys?
Relationship.
Look,
What? I don't see anything.
ah, there, right there.
Oh my god, there's someone out there.
Oh, we got a third one. Let's go with that.
I have a feeling Augustine expected something like this might happen. She's got this place wired with enough cameras she could catch a mouse.
Good security probably means we're pretty safe. Right, so do you think we should find Augustine? Give her a heads up?
Even if you wanted to tell her, good luck finding her.
She said she was going to her private reliquary. That's a place for artifacts, right?
That's the one that
Artifacts all
didn't
over the
have a
place.
camera.
Right. So, if you were gonna have a private place for extra special, extra valuable artifacts, maybe you'd put them behind a door like that.
You've got a point.
Can't we just knock?
I doubt anything can get through that, including sound.
Which means it might be the safest place to be, whether Augustine's in there or not.
Okay.
Nice. Just sneak into some random room. Someone's house. Mansion, more like it, but you know. The Phantom of Cedar Steel.
What's taking them so long? I thought we were gonna have a production meeting before we shoot. The van's already all loaded up.
I read an article that said girls don't like it when guys get all twisted up about their punctuality. They find it controlling.
Why did you need an article to tell you that?
I just thought you might find that information useful.
I'm not trying to control Chris. Just got a lot to do.
Uh-huh.
Whoa. Guys, you gotta keep it down. I don't want Bunny to hear us.
Okay, so we all ready to start this production meeting? We got a heck of a night ahead of us.
Why don't you
Hope
want
you're all
Bunny
ready to
hear?
get a little dirty.
Always ready to get a little dirty.
That's what I want to hear.
Oh, God.
Guys, I gotta tell you, my mind's going like a million miles an hour right now. Did you know you can get like every newspaper article ever written at the library? It's insane! It's all right there!
No. Tell me more.
I've spent like all day looking up every single thing I could find about Frank Stone, the mill, the murders. We are sitting on a freaking gold mine here.
Sounds like a productive day.
I can't take all the credit. I had a little help from my assistant.
It was nothing.
Hey, modesty-free zone. I think I would have given up about 8 dozen times if this guy hadn't been there to cheer me on.
Just doing my job.
Oh, that reminds me. Now that you are an official member of the team, gotta wear the team jersey.
Wow. This is this is amazing. I'm honored.
You wanna wear the stripes? You gotta earn the rights.
I promise I'll be the best ancillary producer you've ever seen.
Production assistant.
Yeah, totally.
Feast your eyes.
Whoa. Wait, where's Sheriff Green?
Yeah, so Dad's never exactly been stoked about that.
But I thought he got the guy.
and Sheriff Cushik took all the credit. People around here knew what was up, but
Let me see that.
This one's a 10-year retrospective. They go into all sorts of grisly details left out of the press the first time around.
and Dad got a little more credit too.
This is big deal stuff. We're making our movie in the very same spot it went down. Can't beat that.
Guess not. It's definitely not something you see every day.
That's what I'm counting on.
Aw, yeah.
Wait, so shouldn't we head out?
Yes, right. So, slight change of plans.
What?
When Robert and I dug into all these articles, we realized there might be an opportunity to find some places in the mill that could be even more directly connected to Stone, where we can shoot.
Jeez.
So, it'll just take us a few minutes to look through.
That's not gonna leave us a lot of time.
Trust me, it'll be worth it. Especially if this is our only chance to go back to the mill.
Dash. Who was that? Set tape.
Here, why don't you start with these?
So we're looking for Frank Stone references.
We're looking for anything referencing specific locations in the mill that could be associated with Frank Stone.
The mill's a pretty huge place.
That's why I'm sure there's gotta be something we haven't found yet.
Definitely possible.
We'll find it.
I'm sure no one was sad to see it go.
End of an era. Cedar Steel Mill to permanently close. August 24th,
Here,
1967.
look at this. Mill
Cedar Steel
projections
Mill.
dire for fall season.
It
Once
mentions
the
Frank.
industrial
No, but
heartbeat of
it
our
goes into the
town was to be
mindset of the
permanently
workers.
closed after over 40
People were
years of
depressed.
almost
There were
continuous operation.
suicides.
At the mill?
Founded
Not
by Howard
at the mill, but like
Kenzie
people who
Hester,
worked there or got laid off.
1921.
This was a year or
Mill
two
is
before the murders
wartime
started.
heyday.
Does not
produced
sound like a
high
fun place to
quality
spend a
steel
12-hour shift.
that was
There are a
distributed
couple
across
articles
the
like
nation.
this.
Mr. Hester's legacy
Mill
was
was in
honored by his
serious
daughter
decline.
Morgan in a
But if
statement
it doesn't
given on
mention
Wednesday
Frank,
morning.
I don't know.
Morgan
It's all
Chester's statement suggested the
related
family's decision to
to
close the
him,
mill
to
permanently
the
had
way
been
he was,
taken
or
out of
why he did what he
respect
did, or
of the memories
something.
of the murdered.
That's your
Thomas
expert
Joseph by
opinion?
former employee
it's just a
Stone.
hunch.
Not everyone is convinced by this justification, however.
Journalists sure can't get enough of Frank Stone.
Pulled some of these
Secrets of
today,
Killer
too.
Stone.
What's that?
Underline.
Obituaries from around the time of the
September
murders.
16th,
And a
1963, as
little
Cedar
before.
Hills
Good
tries to make
thinking.
sense of recent events at the Cedar Steel Mill. More disturbing details are starting to emerge about the man at the center of the scandal. 36-year-old machinist Frank Stone, who was shot dead by police during a violent altercation last Friday. Stone, who our own Sheriff Cusick is linking with multiple unsolved disappearances over the last 3 years, has been described by those who knew him as a loner, creep, and oddball. Most shocking are the growing rumors that Stone was taken on by Cedar Steel and its owners. The Tester family, despite a prior police record for violence. All we got.
I wonder if Linda's okay with all this Frank Stone stuff.
Oracle of the Omnibus. Do you feel trapped? Are you living your life or merely surviving it? Does this universe satisfy you? Or are you left seeking a deeper truth beyond this reality? By harnessing the deep knowledge within this book gleaned by Guru Arnhem from his studies of those tribes closest to enlightenment, you too can assimilate the wisdom of the ancients, design and emerge from the cocoon of ignorance to soar on the wings of cosmic bliss like a butterfly of moonlight. It was through my own practices learnt from my journeys through the American interior that I successfully elevated my consciousness to the point I was able to visualize another Cedar Hills, one beyond the veil of our reality. This little town seemed so very much like my own, yet so fascinatingly different in countless subtle ways. To give one example, the Calhoun family still owned the drugstore, but the manager behind the counter was none other than young George, the son who died so tragically some years ago. Here he was, in healthy middle age, a season of life I knew he had never reached.
An omniverse?
I drew
Far out.
two conclusions from my meditative voyage. One, that every journey through life offers almost incalculable variations, and while we may each have only finite possibilities on our own journey, there may be other journeys taken by mere versions of ourselves that visit all destinations. Two, the different planes of reality are not so much separate rivers running in parallel as they are interconnected tributaries flowing into a single vast ocean of experience and possibility. To explore this idea further, we must consider some. That's all we got. That's all we got. This thing is everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah. I can remember it clear as a bell. Don't think I've ever experienced anything like that night, before or since. And don't reckon I ever will again. Heck, I don't know if I would have even made it out alive if it weren't for Sam Green. Man's a hero. Damn shame that no-good sheriff's taking all the credit. Damn crying shame.
Hey,
He all but gave up on
pumpkin and
finding
living.
Stone at the mill.
When the Tom stopped
Sam
drinking due to
Green.
Sam's kind.
He knew better. He came right up and told me we had to search every nook and cranny of that place. And if we had waited just a second longer, well, there'd be one less beautiful baby in the world. Or worse.
I can't believe Mom's finally getting out. I can't wait.
Like something out of a movie.
Thanks to Mr. Holt, nobody questioned my dad's story.
Wow.
They were friends after that. My dad gave the eulogy when Mr. Holt passed.
I didn't want to say anything, but I'm just not a fan of this.
Understandable.
Concerned or insecure?
Her whole obsession with Frank Stone and the murders just feels a little intense. Maybe it's because she's not from Cedar Hills, but you know, those victims could have been any of us or our families.
But they weren't.
So you don't think it matters either?
I didn't say it didn't matter. I just meant it happened a long time ago. And Chris is excited because some of the locations could work really well for the film. Like this one. Take a look.
What is all this?
I came up with a new scene to shoot.
That you wrote?
Yeah,
Does Chris?
I told Chris about it last night.
Oh, she was into it?
We'll shoot it if we have time.
Cool.
This furnace chamber location is perfect.
Not the
But I wouldn't have known
furnace.
about it without Chris's research.
It's pretty rad. Hope we have time to shoot it.
It's very supportive of you. Thanks, Robert. I mean, Jaime. Sorry. Forgot which one of you is the supportive one.
That was mean. You're mean.
Yes, I am.
Oh, yes!
Huh?
What is...
It's a picture of Frank Stone?
Look at the date.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What?
This is from before the murders, before they realized it was Frank.
It's about mill operations, kind of a puff piece to drum up interest in new recruits. Hello, what is this?
Look at the caption.
Worker Frank Stone, machine shop.
Bullseye.
Machine shop, huh?
We've got to shoot there. That's it. That's the place.
It's perfect.
So, time to go?
Okay, people. Company move. Time to
To
head on
the
out and
machine
shoot the
shop,
shit out of this
apparently.
thing. Let's go, let's go. Time is money. Let's make a movie.
Now, what were you little ding-dongs working on? Hello. Interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present the mill.
Yep. There it is.
You
Again.
see the creek down there? We follow that, takes us right to the secret entrance.
I don't see it.
That's why it's secret.
Hey, listen to that sound.
We don't have to do this.
Yes, we do.
Ready? Oh, careful. First step's a doozy. All right. This way.
Just play another person. Is there anything back here? Alright, squeeze through.
Breathe in.
Well,
I can't believe we're gonna see the place where Frank Stone actually killed people. Freaking wild.
Okay. 2 ways into the storm drain from here.
One easy and one hard?
They're both medium difficulty.
Then give us medium one first.
Well, medium 1 is to climb the gate over there. Then it's like a straight shot right in, but it'll take us pretty close to my dad's patrol route.
And medium two?
Medium 2 is we cross to the other side, where we're a lot further away from my dad, but it's also gonna take a bit longer.
Those are both very medium.
Right down the middle.
So, which way?
I'd rather keep a little distance between us and the law. No offense.
Hey, I don't want to get in any trouble either.
So, we should cross.
Yeah.
either way, it's a boundary that's gonna take time to get back over. We had to run.
Your dad really patrols the mill every single night?
Ever since I can remember.
Huh.
I used to think it was weird, but it's just kind of his thing. Growing up, nothing killed a friendly conversation quicker than someone calling my dad the hero of Cedar Hills.
I remember he didn't want to be interviewed for that profile they ran for the 10th anniversary. Had a cool title, though.
What was the title?
The Man Who Drew Blood from a Stone.
Damn.
Wait a minute.
I mean,
Nice.
it could make a good title for the other movie.
She's climbing up there.
Other movie?
We were just batting some ideas around, just spitballing.
Cool.
Maybe we should stick to finishing one movie at a time.
Totally. Yeah.
I'm confused. I do see a box over there, though.
Campfire.
Looks old.
Bonnie and her friends used to come out here and hang out.
Bonnie seems too cool to have friends.
It's true.
Yeah.
They were
Cool
not
to
cool
have
enough for her.
And that's why she moved to New York.
Wait, really?
No. But she wasn't always so...
One of these times, there's gonna be something extra.
What?
She was kind of a goody little two-shoes.
Who had bonfire parties at abandoned mills?
What's wrong with that?
It just doesn't feel very goody little two-shoes.
Well, Bonnie was the president of the Clean Up Cedar Hills High School Initiative. We'd come through here and pick up all the litter that had blown in off the road.
Oh. Goody little two-shoes. What happened?
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Gotta love a happy ending.
So do I go this way? Or do I go that way? I mean, it did look like there was a path over here as well, right? Maybe not. I guess we gotta go this way. Bonnie's spying on him. I'll bet that's what it is. Where? I feel like we're gonna come out of this area later. Huh. That's where we came from was there. That's where it wants me to go up. Let's see what's back here. Totally not. We're going this way. Ah, that's where that thing was. Okay, so maybe we won't be going through there. Oh, hey now. Option to go down, but what about going up and across? Do you see something over there?
Chris Gordon. Another victim claimed by Frank Stone.
Ooh.
And gravity.
Oh yeah. Oh, the finger. That was when I almost knocked out. Is that like the finger that the clown always cuts off? I don't know if that's supposed to be. Going under. Bro, get out the way. Morons. Can't. Going back under, maybe. Maybe they'll get off of there. Come on, dude. You guys gotta get off of there. Pushed me off as soon as I got up. There we go. Last time it knocked me back down.
Made it. This place is awesome. I wonder what we'll find inside.
Only one way to find out.
Are you absolutely sure this is safe and we're not gonna fall into some kind of ventilation shaft full of whirling fan blades?
I can't promise you won't, but at least you'll be able to see them as they tear you to pieces.
Thanks.
Brought one for everyone?
Yep.
What you got in there?
Well, the flashlights, my notebook, some pens, a couple of granola bars, 3 ponchos, first aid kit, bottle opener, sunscreen, collapsible cookware, and utensils.
You know we're not hiking the Appalachian Trail, right?
Always be prepared.
Had 4 flashlights, but only 3 ponchos. Yeesh. Who's getting left without a poncho?
We must be under the mill by now. Just gotta find a way up.
Haven't you ever talked to your dad about that night?
What night?
The night he was here with Frank Stone?
There was one time. I was little, and he was...
This is 3. The Wraith.
Who would have left this here?
12. I said squeeze. Squeeze. In there. Where did everyone else go? They kept going straight.
I'm not sure about Linda's new scene. But if I pull the director card, she'll probably never talk to me again. Huh, a little key.
Oh, a key. Casting shed. Casting?
Better get back to Robert.
Or talk. Best to chat. Okay.
What worry? Oh, yes, right. When I was little, and he was really drunk. Even though he doesn't remember, I kind of like knowing what he went through.
Where's the other people?
I get that.
He didn't talk to me like a little kid, or like my dad. Got to see him the way he really is. He showed me all his scars. You know he fucked up his shoulder that night? Real bad. Still can't use it like he used to. Probably never will.
Damn. I didn't know it was so intense.
He told me he and Frankstone squared off face to face. Right here in the mill. The furnace chamber, actually.
Oh, shit. What else did he tell you?
Just that he saw things no man should ever see or know.
What does that mean?
Every time I've ever brought it up, gets that look in his eye. And I just don't want to see him like that. You sound disappointed.
No. No. But I'm glad you've got such a good relationship with your dad.
Me too.
Not gonna lie, this place would be spooky to go through. There's really no need to be. I feel like there should have been a reason. See anything from here? No. Oh, look. Is his hat down here? His hat's still here. His dad's hat.
No way. Is this?
Wow. I think that could actually be my dad's. Yeah.
That's crazy. Still down there. Barely there. I don't find that a bit odd. I mean, I guess other people have
Gotta love a
obviously
scenic
been
route.
here, but
Any major plans for after we graduate?
I haven't given it much thought. Not like you.
What makes you think I have?
I can just tell. The film, the directing,
glass,
it's in your blood.
camps,
And your blood?
something.
You want to be a cop like your dad?
No way. I like movies too. That's kind of why I wanted to help out. Horror movies especially.
Oh. I thought you just liked hanging out around haunted mills.
You don't really think it's haunted.
Don't I?
Just need it.
Okay. So, knock it off.
guess we gotta go back that way, but what's the Who was that? Oh no.
Look at this old thing.
Oh, it's an old one. Okay.
Busted.
Oh, that's... Is that the one that got busted that his dad had? Oh. How did we all of a sudden get a new person? We're still missing somebody.
I think this is it. Up there.
Last chance to turn back. Where's the other girl, though? Linda. Bro, what is happening? Every time I hit it, it cancels. There it goes. See, 3, 4. But where was the other girl at?
Oh, thank goodness.
I never saw her.
Robert, you're a genius.
Good call on the storm drain.
Thank you, Robert.
Come on, people. No more standing around flapping our yap sacks. One more scene and we're done. And cut.
Leela,
How was that for you?
welcome.
I think we got it.
You know what that means, right? And that's a picture wrap on Murderville! Way to go, everybody!
I think we still have one more scene left to go before we're officially wrapped.
Wait, what's the last scene?
Right, yeah. Linda pitched shooting a scene that would flesh out our backstories.
Adding a little flesh, huh? Yeah, I think we could work with that.
But you're playing brother and sister.
Come on. With our chemistry, nobody's gonna buy that.
Where are you thinking we'd shoot the new scene?
I do have a place in mind, actually.
Oh, yeah. That's the furnace chamber, right?
What do you guys think?
I say we do it.
Sounds good.
Oh, I thought she was gonna shut it down and say no. But she went. Shocking.
Yo.
I still
Coming?
think it's Bonnie that's watching them.
Yeah. Be right there.
Did you see something?
No. It was nothing.
You sure? You seem kind of spooked.
What's up?
Nothing.
Nothing, right. Except Jaime saw a ghost back there.
Okay, I'm not 5. I don't believe in ghosts.
You will.
Ah, get off me! Get off me!
Oh, I
Gotcha.
knew it.
Not cool, Bonnie!
Disagree.
Not cool! What are you doing here?
I'm part of the crew.
We don't need any help.
Then I'll just hang out and stay out of your way.
This is a closed set.
Apparently not.
Bonnie, I really think you should be helping Dad at home right now. You've got a lot on your plate, you know? And
And that's all I'm good for?
No. I mean, that, Linda?
I don't know why they're being like that.
Whatever. I don't care if she tags along.
Okay, cool. I'll be totally invisible. Just act like I'm not even here. Actually, scratch that. Act like I am here, but like invisible, but you still know I'm here, and you're not gonna get up to any funny business, because that's just gross, okay? Don't do it. Well, okay, are we just gonna stand around, or are we gonna make a movie? Time is money, right?
Just make sure you don't get in the way. We've still got a lot to do, and I don't work well with distractions on my set.
I think you mean our set.
Anything back here? Alright, which way am I supposed to go? And those things. Oh, what's that thing again? Why is it inside here though? Oh my goodness. Guys, get out the way. What the crap? Guys, move. This is stupid. Can't go. Oh my god. There we go. I guess we gotta go this way. Hey, that's how he got in there last time. Sheriff, the deputy, whatever you want to call him. Can you open it? No. I'm guessing I could use that or use the key to get into the casting shed. Whatever the casting shed is. Or we could do. Still feel like this is probably that casting shed or whatever. Like. Is it the Oni mask? Yeah. Wooden Oni mask. Where did everyone disappear to? Are they still stuck in that thing back there? Whatever. I can't get up there. Can I swap characters? Is that a thing? I don't think so. exactly sure what those are. Oh yeah. There's a door over here. Also locked. Bro, where's the chick with the key? You guys are all just standing here waiting? Missing. There she is. These bunch of losers couldn't go by yourself. Oh my god, if I run just a little bit, they'll lose track of me or what? I don't understand. Oh my god, people. Am I supposed to be following her? Wait, I haven't checked this door over here. Oh, she's actually following me. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Come on. Where the hell are you going? Let's go. Yeah, I'm supposed to go this way. I didn't see anything back here though. Up there. There is a door here. But I want the locked door, dude. She's got the key. This is what she's got the key for. Nope.
You okay?
No, yeah. It's just. This is right where my dad came face to face with Frank Stone. I always had a mental picture of it, but now that I'm actually seeing it with my own eyes, I don't know, it's different.
See a box over there. How do I get to it? It's like one of those boxes with the collectibles in it. Talk to Chris. I don't want to talk to Chris. It's not converting. This looks like it's highlighted. Gonna need a wheel or something for it. Joey Guns, welcome. Alright, where could that wheel be? Oh, what's up there? There it is. That's what I need. It's not a wheel, it's a twist handle. look like it. Alright, let's use this handle. Lighted rat. Who? Quick search around here for anything else. I feel like every time that there's one of those, there should be a collectible. Oh, look, we missed another one between the finger. Oh, I see the hammer. This is the last one. The hammer goes into that hillbilly thing back in the house. I feel like a lot of those go into things in the house, to be honest. That's what's talking. Chris said. Wait, Chris is the girl.
Here's what we're gonna do. Jaime, Chris, you start here. Robert and I'll follow. Bonnie, just stay behind and try not to make too much sound while we're rolling.
You got it, boss.
All right. Everybody ready for a take?
Lights ready, sound speeds.
Jaime? Chris?
All set?
And action.
Is there something else you want to say to me? Because now's your last chance.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there is. Don't do this.
I have to.
No, you don't.
You know that's not true.
Well, maybe I'd feel better if it were anyone else.
Who else is there?
But it's not fair.
No one said it was.
Already lost Mom and Dad. I don't want to lose you too.
Now who's being unfair?
At least I'm not being selfish.
Selfish? I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for our parents. If I can pull this off, it might not be too late to save Mom and Dad.
That's impossible.
Nothing is impossible.
Something about this just doesn't seem right.
Do you trust me?
Do
you trust me?
Yes, of course!
Then you know what I have to do.
And cut.
Linda, that was sick!
Totally.
Did
Felt like just
nobody
what
else
this thing
hear that?
needed.
How was the lighting?
It was great, thanks. Did you hear that weird groan right at the end there?
No, but don't sweat it. We're gonna replace the sound at Jaime's anyway.
How'd I do?
Jaime, it was perfect.
Do you really think so?
It was everything we needed the scene to do.
You okay?
Yeah, something about this just doesn't seem right.
Okay, that's not what I sounded like.
I don't know. It was pretty spot on.
Gotta agree.
Gotta agree. I don't go around doing impressions of you dopes.
You do impressions of me all the time.
And me.
I feel honored to have just joined the list.
Hot damn, kids, that was fun.
You really thought it was okay?
Yeah, better than half the films I see in New York. I mean, one of them was just a 5-hour shot of a guy sleeping.
Wow.
Seriously. I'm impressed. But, I gotta be honest.
What?
You really didn't think I'd notice what you were doing?
What was I doing?
Just playing out your own bullshit interpretation of real life.
I don't understand.
Sacrificing your own life for the good of your sibling and your parents definitely sounds familiar. Almost like it could even be based on someone we know, but gee, I wonder who.
That's not fair, Bonnie.
No one said it was.
We're trying to make something fun. I'm not trying to make everyone else miserable.
At least I'm not being selfish.
Selfish? Don't throw the lines back at me.
What? You don't want to tell me how noble it is that you're making this movie with your girlfriend while I had to scrub my entire life to take care of you and Dad?
Jeez.
I liked it better when you were gone.
Hey, Bonnie? You want to come outside with me for a minute? I could use your help with something.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
If you're gonna be a bitch, why'd you even show up?
So, I just wanted to tell you how much I loved making this movie with you.
Me too. I mean, with you, not with me, also. You know what I mean.
I think we should do something special to mark the occasion.
So, I don't know if I'm quite ready to break out the champagne just yet.
But we finished the movie. It's in the can.
We finished the shoot, yeah, but we're still gonna have to sell people on this thing.
Okay, sure.
We should keep exploring this place while we still can.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, if we can just get, like, one more shot of something directly connected to Frank Stone, like anything he might have left behind, we'll get all the attention in the world. We should look for that place from the newspaper article, the machine shop.
Hey, Chris.
Holy...
What can you see?
something freaky. I don't know if I can describe it. I'll try shooting a little. Ah, rats.
What's up?
Camera needs cranking. Hold on.
That's not the right thing.
That did it. Okay, let me get more. Whoa! Whatever the hell that was, it's gonna look great in the movie.
There we go. We got it. Wonder if I should have looked around, seen if there's anything
Think that
else.
door will take us to the machine shop?
Only one way to find out.
Let's go take a look.
My dad would kill me if he knew I was in here right now. Just rip my limbs off one by one.
I thought the sheriff was all bark and no bite.
Not if you're his son. Then he's all of both.
Don't you think it's weird how obsessed with this place he is?
I guess so. I mean, he always has been, long as I can remember. I didn't even know it was weird until I got old enough to realize all the long walks he liked to take in the middle of the night were in the abandoned steel mill where he killed a guy.
Maybe that's why he comes back to the scene of the crime. Maybe it helps him somehow.
Honestly, I don't even think he wants to be helped.
What do you mean?
It's more like an obsession. And it's gotten pretty weird.
Okay, elaborate on that, please.
Maybe it's just the way he was dealing with all the stress or guilt or whatever, but he sort of started researching all kinds of non-traditional philosophies.
Non-traditional.
Like acupuncture with all the pins?
No.
Wait, you don't mean like occult stuff?
Look, I shouldn't have said anything.
Well, you did.
I don't want to give you guys the wrong idea. My dad's a straight shooter. That's it.
Casting.
Sure.
That's what she has the
Whatever
key
you
for.
say, man.
Erica, welcome in. See that I can I can't not go beyond that. All those. If I pull now, I'll be able to go across it, let's say. Thing here. Nothing in that one. See anything back there either? But I think. Alright, I see where this has to go now. Oh no. That goes back into the other room. Not really a fan of the balance game. Drop the ladder. I feel like, oh, there's a box right. I was stuck on. Why does that one not tell me what it is like all the other ones? Alright, now we need to go check. Back here. See what's at the end down here. Anything in this room? No. Gonna be a doll or something. is it? It's the clown.
Why is it always clowns?
One more, one more. Your neck slash shoulder is set back up. Can't bend it all the way back. Or all the way right. I totally know what you mean. I get that every once in a while. Like, you can't really turn it.
Dead end.
Otherwise
Not
it hurts
this way.
really bad. Yeah, I get that. I get that. It's such a terrible feeling. Like, 'cause you can barely turn it.
Wait a second. Guys, this is it. This is the machine shop.
I mean, it did say it was the door.
Holy crap. It is. Man, Chris, you really know how to find the coolest stuff.
Totally. Nice work, Chris.
Let's look around and see what we can find.
Yes.
Yeah,
You really think we're gonna find anything the police miss? They're pretty thorough, right?
they do miss stuff.
Look at that.
The train?
Yeah. Yeah, in the article, it's a skeleton crew now. We're all pulling triple duty. I'm the only one left who even knows how to work some of the machines. The rolling miller, the shears, the freight transfer system, said Frank Stone. If Frank was the only one left who knew how to use the freight transfer system, and that one's still suspended, I bet it never got searched. Not thoroughly.
Ah, good point.
I doubt there's any bodies in there.
There's no harm in looking, though, right?
Why would
It's
you want
even
a
possible
body?
to get up there.
Let's find a way. Come on.
Gotta be a way to get up there.
I'm not really looking for a way up quite yet. More or less what could be hidden. Machine shop. That's where we came in. Alright. Nothing quite yet. Or locked. Oh, that's the handle. Got a button. See what Robert is. If I don't want to see what Robert is. Oh my god, it's a generator. It's a freaking generator. Alright, I'll see what Robert's found. Hey. Alright. You get up there, buddy. Hey, stop.
Broken?
Looks like, yeah.
Let me take a look.
Hey, can I ask you something, man?
Sure.
How come you never asked me to work on your movie?
Oh, well, it's Chris's movie.
she decides who works on it.
Yeah, but I mean, you know I'm like a huge horror guy too. I could have been helping you right from the start.
But it's not... That wasn't,
Wasn't what?
We're making a horror movie, yeah, but like... I don't know. Point was for me and my girlfriend and best friend to all do something together. Like, just us.
So... I'm just in the way, then.
Alright, look. The truth is, all night, I've been trying to get a few minutes alone to talk to Chris, and it hasn't been easy.
You're annoyed that Chris doesn't want to run off and make out with you in the lair of the man who nearly made me an orphan.
That's not what I said.
It's not my fault she's more focused on her work than you, man.
Give me a break.
What's up, party people? So that door over there needs power for it to open. Generator working?
Nah. Unfortunately, it's toast.
I can get it working. Just need to scrounge up a few parts and it'll be good as new.
Then let's go scrounging.
Working on that gene. Find parts to repair it.
This might work with the generator.
One single bolt. Okay.
Maybe there's something useful in there.
Yeah, like a key. I can't tell what it says. Yeah, I can't tell. Is there anything else in here? Looks like just the key was all I was supposed to see.
I need to find some parts.
See, that must be the key for that. Okay.
Could help with the generator.
Is that an alternator? Oh, lights there.
How's the generator coming?
Basically done.
Find
Just
your
gotta finish
business.
the repairs.
Working. I just noticed this. I did not see this before. Can we go underneath? No. I was about to say, if I could have came across here. Alright, am I gonna have to actually work on it like Dead by Daylight? While holding RT to repair the generator, skill checks will appear. Press A when... Alright, so we do gotta actually... different buttons, but yeah. Skills? Check. 5 in a row, huh?
Nice job.
Thanks.
Yeah. Definitely does not pump as fast as Dead by Daylight ones, but that's okay. I wish we could like move this stuff and go through all these rooms. Here goes.
Oh, yeah. Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh, I see that up there. Make sure there's nothing around.
Door's locked.
I didn't trust her. I had to double check. Not really. This is a big, whatever this is. What do you want to call this? Pretty dark up here, dude. Where's your flashlight? Fall through the roof. The ceiling.
Can't believe they got me crawling through the roof ducts like a raccoon.
I mean, we have not found a doll or
Okay.
an item in this area.
What have we
yet.
here?
There's our box. It's 12 items total. Pretty sure as they get found, they go in order.
So, what do you unlock, little key?
F stone. Oh my goodness.
Find anything?
Yep.
It's got a label on it. F Stone. Holy shit.
You think?
This could be a real connection to Frank Stone.
Oh, man.
Let's see if the key unlocks the boxcar.
Where's the flashlights, people? Can't see crap. I mean, I kind of can.
Up. Still need to go up.
Bro, you guys needed to do that just to go up this. You couldn't go around the shelf or something. Come on now. That's a bit ridiculous. Jump it, dude. I pressed it. There you go. Wait a minute, there's a ladder there? Flashlight saves! I know, I need a flashlight, man. I'll go first. Make sure it's
I'll
safe.
go first. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Well, if it's that easy.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Thanks, man. That would not have been a pleasant way to go.
I would not have wanted to break it to your dad.
That would be an even more unpleasant way to go.
Yo, check it.
Wow. Right through the wall.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, shit!
Damn. Is that a...
Yeah. And it's got friends.
Holy crap. Bro.
This is insane.
Those police definitely did not do a good job investigating this place. At all.
Must have come loose when the freight broke through.
Millwright's Notebook. Cedar Steel Corporation Machine Shop in Fair, Cedar Hills, Oregon. Oh, I guess I should have looked at the back.
Who are these other people?
No way. Bro, are they all like connected somehow? Parker D. No. Want to get close. Feel every blow. Hear their screams. Kessler E. This time make it last. Better control. For the neck. Small cuts. Keep clean. Taste their fear. Creature forged to purge the world. Use what's at hand. No, not what I see at night. Inspire terror. Cut and fix. Oh my goodness. Can I close? I didn't look at the back, see if the back said anything.
A hatch. This must be how Stone got in and out.
Nothing. Okay. Gonna make me open it to put it down.
I guess the cops never connected Frank Stone to this.
Callahern, son and friend murdered, say police. Monday, September 17th, 1962. Following several days of rumors and speculation, Sheriff Lloyd Cusick last night confirmed he is treating the deaths of George Callahern and Joyce Barton at Hawkline Point last Thursday night as a double murder. George Callahern, 28, son of Cedar Hills respected drugstore proprietor William Callahern. His friend Joyce Barton died after their car crashed and caught fire. Deputies have been working tirelessly over the weekend and have now determined that Mr. Callahern's car was parked when it left the road, indicating the involvement of a third party. The news of another murder in our peaceful community represents a shock for us all, coming so soon in the wake of the July killing of widow Dorothy Clay. But as in that episode when Miss Clay's nephew Elvin was caught and convicted following a rapid investigation by Sheriff Cusick, we must all hope and pray for a swift and just outcome. You know, we don't have a killer who uses scissors. That could be an idea. Was it supposed to be scissors, or was that supposed to be like the, or is it the Skull Merchant? She's got something that looks similar to that on her fist. But you're right, there's nobody with scissors. We talked to these people. Well, let's. Is there anything else before we? Where's the hatch that he was talking about? Doesn't look like there's anything else. It's gonna be a head. Right? It's gonna be a head. Here goes. Yep.
Oh, fuck! What is it? Oh! Damn!
I think she was one of Stone's victims. They never found her. They never found her.
I don't think the police ever found this place.
Really? You don't think?
Because they wouldn't have just left all this stuff here.
No kidding.
I'm sorry, man. I think I gotta go get my dad now.
What?
This is like
Don't
real deal, no
leave,
joke
dude.
kind of shit, man.
No, you can't get the sheriff
Just
now.
still stick
I'm serious.
together.
We really shouldn't be in here anymore. Robert, back off, man. Just wait.
Wait for what?
Chris, I know how important your movie is. But this whole place is part of an actual murder case now.
It's ancient history.
There's no statute of limitations on murder. Which means right now, we're tampering with evidence. You wanna fuck with that?
But the movie?
The movie's done.
I thought you...
Robert's right. You should get the sheriff. We got what we need.
I mean, you already said it was done. This was just an extra, so it doesn't
Don't touch
matter.
anything else, okay?
We should get the hell out of here.
I've already looked around, right? Something else? You know what I just realized? It's the hatch. Like, I knew it was a hatch, but I didn't think of it like that. It's the hatch from the game. Okay, let's jump to the hatch.
We gotta go.
They should have had it like all dusty and like black dust coming up.
Maybe we should wait outside until Robert comes back. You think moving that's such a good idea?
No way I'm not getting a shot of this thing.
Yeah, but it's like evidence.
Nobody can prove we knew that before we got the shot. Plausible deniability, man.
I don't think that's what that means.
Well, I won't tell if you don't.
I'm just
What
not
do you
cool
want
with
it for
this.
if you can't use
Okay,
it?
noted.
Don't you care at all how I feel?
Of course I care how you feel.
Then please, just forget about getting this shot and let's go outside and wait for Robert and his dad to get back.
I know you're upset, but I can't seriously believe you'd ask me to do that. This is too important.
More important than me? Than us?
Let's... I started going out with you because you were really fun, and making this movie was really fun. But this isn't very fun anymore.
So, what are you saying?
I'm saying if we're not having fun anymore, maybe we shouldn't be in a relationship anymore.
Damn.
Chris, I know it's been a little rough lately. I'm sorry if I've been a little anxious and stuff. I want our relationship to work, you know? I know it can work. So, should we wait outside?
You go. I'll be right there, promise.
Please don't make me jealous of a disembodied hand.
Huh. Is there a reason I should be?
You?
His dark essence is pulling into the movie.
Huh?
What?
I don't know.
Oh, what the hell? Sheesh.
What is it?
Oh my god, is it pulling him into the rift? Into the fog? Bro. No, you're not. Holy cow. Well, we lost 2 instead of 1. What the hell, man? What the hell? Beyond the gate?
Anything?
Nothing. Not that I can see. Telling you, this door's a waste of time.
Whatever's back there, it's important enough that she's put it behind this thing. I think the only way in is to solve it. There's an empty slot, so there must be a missing piece that fits here.
Okay, let's say we all go hunting around this place for the missing cylinder tumbler thing.
It was definitely
Even if we manage to
brutal,
find
for
it,
sure.
how do we solve the rest of it?
Maybe there's something else in the atrium that's like a clue.
Why would anyone put a clue for their massively complicated lock right out in the open? Practically right in front of it.
Just a guess, but why not try this?
Good guess.
Well, I wasn't actually expecting that to work.
Almost like you knew.
Search the top floor. Okay, so do we keep going with the stream, or do we call it there for tonight? That is the question. Being that we're on the new chapter. Inspect her motor.
You know what they say about keys. Gotta be a lock nearby. No one says that, Maddie.
Kind of looks like one of those boxes that has those items in it. $8mm film.
That's a lot of dollar for an old
Holy
movie.
cow. Long Island Auction House invoice, Augustine Lieber, Front Manor, Lot 106. Alright, so it's filmed, but we don't know what was on the film. Murder Mill. Movie review. Murder Mill, reviewed at the second Fiendish Desires Fan Festival by your correspondent, Rabid Hound. At first glance, the only real issue with the Murder Mill is its unskillful composition, the cinematic equivalent of your sister's kids putting on a play for the family before Thanksgiving dinner. The film sadly begins to dissolve into a vehicle for the filmmakers to not scare us, the audience, but instead show us how many other better horror films they've seen. The thing is, these aspects are not unusual in the genre and have, more or less, become par for the course on the festival circuits. What was unusual, however, was the oddly unsettling feeling that blanketed the 10 p.m. audience from the first frame, and I honestly cannot explain why. The overall sense of dread that evening was palpable and unlike anything I had experienced before, or am keen to experience again. The screening was mercifully cut short, though, as two festivalgoers began to assault nearby audience members before turning on one another, turning what was a below-average movie-going experience into absolute pandemonium. This reviewer could not get out of the theater fast enough. Not sure if this is a trick or gimmick of some kind on the part of the filmmaker, and I'm not sure how that would even happen. But I'd have to imagine anyone with the mind to do something so devious would make a much better film than this. Ta-da! Legion. Well, they went with the female of the Legion. But why did that? Did it add it? Oh, it did add it. Alright, so I have that key. Now, I do remember that there was a place for a key somewhere before. Doesn't go to him. He needs
Something
the
this
hand.
weird has to be important. Does it open?
He needs a hammer. I feel like the thing was maybe from last night.
Only one of them isn't on. Wonder what Augustine's got in there.
Actually, it was also. I thought maybe that was a safe or something. We looked at this thing already. Nothing to that. Where did I see the key goes? Had to have been the night before that. Which means it's not in this area then. Oh wait, this thing. This thing over here was locked.
What a weird scene.
Hey.
That space might fit the tree
Oh, that
downstairs.
tree. Oh my god, is that the tree that has all the animals that hang on it? That one map? Is it Cold Wind Farm?
You're coming with me, buddy.
Oh, it's the hammer.
Some kind of hammer. I wonder if it's from the statue of that little dude. One hillbilly and his hammer reunited. Okay, time to unlock that gate.
Spider. I feel like they give too much clue by saying, I wonder if that's from that statue.
What prize lies behind the mystery door? Do I even want to know? Maybe it's a pattern, but I can't make heads or tails of it.
Huntress.
Or heads and heads. And heads.
Is that the no-ed symbol? Heads and heads and heads. So we have a house. Like something from the Wraith. Is it the bell, maybe? What else we got here? No-ed. These are... Okay. Hammer. That's the
There's something
file.
etched on these paintings.
What? See a tree, house, hammer. House, tree, hammer. House, tree, hammer. We got the tree.
Huh. That was not so bad.
Oh my goodness. Is she the entity, maybe? Snakes and flamingos. What killer could that be for?
Well, if you were hoping for some insight into how Augustine's mind works, I think you got your wish.
Possibly be a hint of something new.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this.
That looks like the Oni.
Let's take a look around. Be
Couple
careful.
of them look like the Oni, honestly. Chris.
It's like a museum for I have no fucking idea what. Something unearthly for sure. Well, that's cheery.
Lovely.
Hey, Linda, check this out.
Yeah, I'll check it out in a sec, bud. Stuff here. Alright, let's check it out. Oh, what's that?
This whole place is like a film set.
Akkadian demon, Mesopotamia, 23rd century BCE, statue from the Indian Empire. Uniform on fragmentary clay tablets discovered nearby suggest it represents a mythological demon. Worshippers believed it capable of bestowing supernatural power in exchange for their devotion, protecting them and destroying their enemies.
These mean anything to you?
Yeah, actually. It's exactly like in my film, The Prophecy of Pain. You know, right after they open the tomb?
Oh, yeah, totally. It is exactly like that.
He hasn't seen it.
There is no tomb in The Prophecy of Pain.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was getting it mixed up with one of the
Come
other...
to think of it, I don't think there are any tombs in any of my movies. Never been into ancient curses and all that kind of fantasy stuff. But you know that, right? Since you're such a big fan of my work?
Okay, look.
You haven't seen a single one of my films, have you?
I am a fan of your reputation.
Sure.
Honestly, just when it comes to movies, I'm more of a... kind of guy. Crowd pleaser. Is it Cliff Barra?
My films examine the persistence of evil in the heart of humanity. I'm sorry they're not crowd-pleasing enough for you. But now that you've shown your hand, why don't you tell me how you actually came into possession of the film?
Well, if that's what you want to know, I'm afraid I am gonna need something in exchange.
Why don't we make it interesting?
How so?
A little wager.
Terms?
If I win, you tell me what I want to know.
And if I win?
I'll give you my section of the film.
Deal. That's official. You can't take that back.
Jesus, hot sauce. We're not 12.
Flip for it?
Sure, but I get to call it.
Well,
I call it or no deal.
all right. What's it gonna be?
Oh goodness, I didn't see what it was on when it started. Let's go.
Heads.
Well, them's the breaks. I believe we had a deal.
Wait.
No.
Nice. Very nice.
Hey, worth a try, right?
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Dirty
Worth
cheater.
every penny.
Oh, let's see it. It's the 1960s and America's in crisis, eager to escape the era's political turbulence. A band of idealists start building a new society under the guidance of their charismatic leader. Before long, their numbers swell, with hundreds leaving their hardship behind to join the fold. But making a perfect world demands more than affirming mantras and positive mindset. Soon, the personal troubles of the flock start to poison their paradise. And then, things take a real turn for the worse. Chapter 28, Manifestation. Getting back to the settlement would have been easy a few hours ago, but the starlight was now suffocating, strangled by storm clouds. Beatrice could neither see nor hear whether she'd been followed, not with the air so full of driving rain, as well as the cackling of crows cutting across each other, quickly enough to sound like mocking laughter. Their cacophony never seemed to fade, no matter how much distance she put between herself and the stage. At least she couldn't hear the squelching, the slithering, the screaming. Yet, still, she pushed on through the roaring darkness. There was no way she could stop, not now. Not when she had no clue where that thing might be. The thing that Stamper had called, conjured, created. Not when the memory of it rising from the sludge and ripping Ron apart was still burning bright in her mind. I have a feeling they're talking about, what is that thing called? The thing that makes it dark and goes into lockers. Forget what it's called. Something smashed against her shoulder, sending her spinning, tumbling backward into stones, sliding down into shallow salt water with a noisy splash. She landed with a painful cry. The sharp metallic taste of blood filled her mouth, and she released an awful scream as her nerves began to burn. She tried to force herself back up, only for her bad ankle to buckle. She dropped down with a scream of pain. Beatrice reached for the rocks for support, trying to find purchase, but her grasping fingers met only what felt like sinew and spines and sludge. The dredge, that's what I'm thinking of, the dredge. For all the tears beginning to fill her eyes, she could just about see the Druine's form looming over her, still dripping with the mud it was born from and the gore of her friends. The clouds closed above, the rain beginning to drum once more. A knotted appearance in the monster's loathsome form caught the distant, dying half-light as its body moved to strike. I mean, that kind of looked like the dredge on the cover there. Pretty sure that was the dredge. And I don't want to press that yet. That door. I have a table. Flip the table. There's drawers to open. Oh my goodness, it's Frank Stone's mask.
Is that dried blood?
Alright, question is... Oh, you see that down there? Victor's soldier. Alright, let's press the button.
I am speaking from the Tradewinds movie theater on Texas Avenue, where we are witnessing some sort of protest, or I don't know. All I am able to report at this point is there have been several attacks on the general public as well as police and medical personnel. It's not overly clear, at least to us, what the catalyst for the situation was, but I can confirm that it started in the cinema itself, as it has been reported an employee was stomped to death during a showing of Murder Mill. From here I can see considerable damage done all around us, and police are currently doing their best to control this crowd. Okay. Oh no, okay, now there is an arrest taking place, and several people are moving in, storming the officers at every side. Oh my god. Oh my god! Okay, that was an explosion. I can't see. I can't see. The police have now opened fire. It now sounds
Holy shit.
Jeez. Alright, so do we go through the door first? Or do we open this?
This is... No.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Original.
It can't be.
Hey, Linda.
Oh, jeez. I should have went through
You
the door
should really
first.
come see.
What is this?
It was just displayed here, open to this page.
Talismans. Contain wells of great power, can take many physical forms, often manifest as keepsakes of past victims. Victims? Keepsakes of past victims, which can become protective talismans for those who bear them.
What do you think it means?
I don't know. But it must be important to Augustine if it was left open on this page.
Maybe it's...
Uh-oh. That... Is that the sheriff?
Sheriff Green!
And I didn't get to go into that room. Alright. This is where we're ending. This is the end of the stream for tonight.
Think we should go retrieve the rest of the crew?
It's like he doesn't even question anything they tell him anymore. I mean, he's a smart kid, but...
Alright, that is it for tonight. How many of these do we have? Missing, what, 3? No, we're missing 1 there. We got 6. We're missing 6. There's 10 things there. 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 4 out of 4. 1. Oh, there's only 4 left. Alright, well that is it for the stream tonight. That's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back again later with more of it. See what happens. Okay, bye.